All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm EvuLoL, joined by Glazza here. We're gonna cast CLG versus
TL, Team
TEL.
Liquid. Uh,
And tonight we're gonna have CLG versus Team Liquid, AFS, Atran Family Shitters versus VU Virgin United at 10 p.m. Eastern. And at 11 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna have Virgins United versus EG. Remember to stay tuned in to watch the rest of the games. So Glazza, what do you think about these two teams?
so, um, COG is like known for having an amazing early game and then throwing it late game. Uh, they've done it for the past 2 games or whatever, or 4, and I feel like they're gonna do the same thing, but you never know. And then I feel like Team Liquid can, if they can just peel their ADC, who's just amazing from what I heard, best of the league. I feel like they can easily have it in the bag.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there.
Yeah,
So we're gonna need Team Liquid's ADC to really pull out for them
yeah,
to win this game. And already with the Vladimir ban from CLG.
yeah. They're probably banning out
All right. Good
Epic
evening,
move,
everyone.
was it?
I'm EvuLol, joined
I don't
by
know.
Glazza here. I'm sure. We're gonna cast lots
Yeah.
of mid lane focus bans already with the Vladimir, Akali, and Silas. Let's see if any meta champions will be banned today.
Yeah, rip it.
Heimerdinger, quite an unusual ban.
Yeah, he's not really that good except for split pushing or on team fights because he has to be really well set up.
Any star players on CLG you want to mention?
Uh, from what I know, I think it's the mid laner. That's amazing. The other players are pretty decent, but like, I'm pretty sure their mid is fantastic.
Yeah. So on CLG, we have a roster Oompa Loompa, Rocket 1119, HY 1107, Bean 2471, and Smal Yushin. And for TL, we have Glassify, Hentai Evelyn, Gragas GRP, Phantom Fire 101, and Epic Moot.
I'm sure
Now,
there's many players that CLG has, but some of them couldn't make it or uh were like bad scheduling.
yeah, and we are into the champion select. We have a first pick Sivir from CLG. What do you
It's
think
yeah,
about Sivir?
it's a pretty strong pick, especially late game, which they've been known to throw. But Sevilla's a really strong pick. I don't think she's good in the meta right now, or that strong in the meta currently.
So we have the Sivir followed by the Jin Alistar by TL.
Jin Alistar is an amazing combo. You got Jin or Alistar's WQ, which just knocks them up for a long time, and then Jin has the root to follow up. Alistar's tanky, which is perfect for Jin. Amazing combo, as well as Alistar's passive healing.
So following up the bot lane duo, we have Vi for Rocket. Vi here, we are gonna have to see what the real purpose is, because from what I can see, there's no way to get onto Jin without Alistar peeling her off.
Yeah, Alistar's amazing peel, but Vi does have her ult is really good because it makes her unstoppable as well.
And there we have the way for Vi to get onto the enemy lines. Wukong
Yep.
can just dive in, start spinning, and Vi has
Yeah.
nice open lane to Q in and
Yeah,
attack
really
any of her
nice follow up
targets.
on the Wukong R.
And we have the Yoni locked in for TL.
Now that's
Yoni
an
is
amazing.
really
It
coin flip
yeah,
champion.
for sure.
Sometimes he can really hard carry your games, and other times he can do a little bit of Yasuo syndrome.
Yeah, It really depends on how the early game goes for him, kinda. If he just goes 0 and 0 or, like, equal, then he's probably gonna end up scaling and doing well.
Yeah, so from TL we have the Rel ban. Rel, I think, is a really good response to the Alistar. She's a very high priority champion this patch. Everyone's picking Rel, and CLG is known for picking Rel in the support role. So good ban from TL to take that Rel away from CLG. We also have the Echo ban from CLG, and TL responds with a Thresh ban. Thresh is a really underrated pick. He can set up lots of plays and has tons of utility with his box and his lantern. Let's see what CLG is thinking for their final ban. CLG bans Shen, and TL instantly responds with Evelyn. What do you think of
Yeah.
Evelyn here?
Evelyn is a pretty good pick. She has a lot of that backline killing, or she's really good at getting backline because uh she can go invisible for a long time. The only issue is Severe has a spell shield, so if the Severe has good reaction time, she can spell shield it and get the mana back.
Yeah, as long as CLG keeps their backline safe from Evelyn, then they will be great.
Mhm.
Although they have TL themselves have very good dive with the Alistar combo into Yone.
Yeah, yeah, for
Yone
sure.
can really do a number on them, and that will make Evelyn even more useful to get behind enemy lines and kill everyone.
Hmm.
On the side of
And
CLG, we have the Annie locked in for the mid lane to respond to the Yone, and as well as the Maokai. Maokai is an interesting pick here
hmm
because he can't really deny Alistar combo, and
yeah,
his poke is not very strong, especially against a Malphite, which is chosen by
yeah.
TL.
So I'm pretty sure, yeah, Malphite is going top lane. Malphite's a really strong pick right now because no matter like how bad you do on him, his Arse utility is insanely good. But the Annie is gonna be good in some situations for Jin for sure.
This game is definitely leaning towards a CLG early game stomp.
Yeah, with the
They have
Wukong
very
and
strong early
Annie.
champions like Vi, Sivir, and Wukong. And Sivir, who can really push the wave hard fast, will be able to secure priority for Vi in the bot river if she
Hmm.
decides to show up for the crab. As well as Maokai with his little saplings that he can throw into bushes and is really good sustain. While on TL side, they have the Evelyn and the Yone and the Jin. TL is really looking to scale up to that late game fights and really just destroy everyone with that Malphite R into Alistar Yon combo, Evelyn cleaning up the rest.
Hmm. I feel like if I think CLG can win if they like get early game dominance, get soul, or yeah, if they get like an early soul, like 23 minutes, then they can easily just push an end. But I feel like if it's a 40-minute game, they're just gonna end up losing late game.
That's for sure. They
Mhm.
CLG really needs to that early soul, that four dragon sacking that their comp is made to do versus TL's comp.
I
And
definitely see
having the
the.
Sivir Maokai into the Jin Alistar is definitely going to help. Sivir's insane wave clear and Maokai's poke can out can push the Jin and Alistar out of lane with their low early damage.
I
But
feel like the
if they
severe pick
can't
is.
get that early advantage bot side into like the dragon stacking and the early soul, then TL will most likely take the win here.
I feel like the severe pick is amazing here at the Wukong because when Wukong R's, like Severe is just going to be able to just use your boomerang to hit multiple people at the same time and just cut down their whole team if he gets a good aura. But at the same
Yeah,
time, they have the same situation with Malphite into Yone. Or, yeah, Malphite into Yone.
combine Sivir R with Vi and Wukong who wants to run at the enemy. That's gonna make like a good combo for team fights in the mid game, where CLG is especially strong with the Annie and the Sivir and the Wukong.
Yep, of course. I feel like it's going to be a toss up this game.
Yes, this will really be a stretch to see how TL can make it past early and mid game to get their 3 items, 4 items, and to see if CLG can hold their their lead on their early style comp.
Yeah, yeah.
It's definitely a battle of play PvE. Really want to see how the junglers control the map and how the laners control their lanes well to get good situations.
Yeah. I think the Evelyn, since Evelyn's mostly a mid game champ, since she relies a lot on her six, like her level six passive. I feel like if they can get to mid lane without too many deaths, they can easily just crush through. But at the same time, Vi has amazing early game ganks, so she can easily like CC champions from far distances with her Q, and just output a ton of damage with her E and W.
Yeah, Evelyn has not so great early. So if we can have an early invade by CLG, just go in and get some wards, then we can have the bot lane push out lane and help Vi to stomp Evelyn out of her jungle to make sure that TL does not get to their strong point.
Yep, I agree with you there. Uh, I feel like hmm, Annie's definitely gonna stomp her lane for sure. Yone can't really do much for Annie, especially once they have six, because if Yone even tries to EQ on her, she's just gonna R or use her stun. Uh,
Yeah, Annie is range into melee matchups, so that'll definitely be in favor of Annie
mhm.
as long as Annie does not get alled in by the Yoni when Evelyn shows up, or Vi can hover. So that will be something that CLG has to watch out for. The all in from Alistar roams or jungle gank.
Yeah, Alistar could definitely make a huge impact in this game from his roams. Alright, here we go.
All right, we're in the game. So looking at these two teams, we have the lethal tempo Sivir, we have the phase rush Alistar. I think the lethal tempo Sivir here, they want to go for late game Sivir 2, 3 items, just hyper carry the whole game. And Alistar with the phase rush, when he doesn't have ult, is surprisingly squishy. So
Yeah.
CLG is going to look to play around that.
hmm He definitely has decent base armor stat with 44. Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
and you get the early math ID.
So we have Rocket with an early base, the cheeky ward and the blue buff, typical 5 point defense from both sides,
hmm
and Phantom also opting to take the early base, swap to Oracle Lens.
hmm That's what most
And
junglers do nowadays. Yeah, and I see why. It's actually pretty good.
yeah, you have Oracle Lens on time. And it seems like both bot lanes are going to leash their junglers respectively and starting the same side. So we will see who makes the top first and makes the first move.
Mhm. And he is already crushing Yone in the mid lane.
Yeah, that's to be expected. But
Yeah.
Yoni is going to try to sustain out this lane with his fleet footwork. keystone.
Yeah, that's gonna give him so much sustain. It's gonna help him get out of anti combos with the move speed. And out comes the anti stun and the electrocute proc. Bot lane is just farming it up.
Pretty peaceful early game this against these two teams.
Yeah, but that's kind of
Alistar
what we
can't really
expected.
get priority level 1. So it looks
Mhm.
like CLG will get the first level 2 and push.
Yeah, Jin has his
Let's
fourth
see.
shot. Let's see if he goes for poke or not. He goes for the farm. Oh, and now start the engage.
Seems here that Evelyn is doing a full clear while Vi is doing red buff into topside clear. Evelyn will come out of this with a lot more gold than Vi will. So Vi is going to have to, she's going to have to really do proactive moves in this game to keep up with Evelyn.
Hmm.
Battle on the top lane. Vi is in trouble here.
He
Flashes
got
away
the
from danger just in time.
mhm. The Yone E for sure. Oh, bot lane fight.
Lots of action in the bot lane.
Oh,
Alistar goes with the pulverize headbutt combo.
so Team Liquid's Star ADC is actually on support this game, which is kind of surprising.
Forces out the flash and ignite.
Got the Alistar E up.
Forces out
Jin
the
was
flash
reloading.
again.
Yep.
Oh, Jin was reloading. Unfortunate. That was
Hmm.
definitely at least a kill there. So now the bot lane of CLG has no summoners. I wonder how the rest of Team Liquid will respond to that.
Yeah,
As Malphite is pushing into the Wukong.
they could definitely make some huge plays since like most of TL and CLG both don't have many sums, and TL can easily, well, CLG can easily, you know, like abuse their early game strength and easily get a good push and maybe get a kill.
Yep.
And he's almost home here,
The
so
Infernal
she's probably
Dragon
gonna.
is alive right now.
Hmm.
It looks like CLG's jungler is looking for something around mid or dragon.
You know, with the small amount of poke on by.
Yep.
So far, Evelyn has just been farming it up as expected, and Via's been doing more of the ganking, but
It does not seem like Vi has much of an impact this game.
nah, not yet. Vi's probably looking here mid, I bet, but Evelyn's right there to follow up with the
Alistar
counter gank.
top line.
Uh,
Hex flashes over the wall.
Q's really
Headbutts and
killing him
pulverizes
back.
Wukong. Forces out the flash.
And Malphite's out of mana, so he can't do much of a follow up. Oh, and bot lane.
Ignites ticking. First blood for the Maokai and CLG. Well played. Abusing the fact that Alistar went top lane. A quick trade here from Gragas onto Bean.
Hmm. That's actually an amazing setup for Yon to go in. Yep, right there. And get a free pickup. Yep.
Yep. Forces
And
the
you have
flash and takes the kill onto Bean.
Wukong
Very well
TP
played.
tops and used to Malphite. Of course, it's Malphite, so he can tank most of it. Actually, Malphite doesn't have too much armor at the moment. Wukong with the re-engage or the poke. Both the top laners are mostly just engaged champions, so it's kind of a awkward lane if they want to poke.
Yeah.
Except for Malphite Q and maybe Wukong E.
While Epic Moop does have the TP here, so he can go for a base and look to TP bottom to help out the dragon, which it seems like he's
Yeah.
going to do, but rather TP back to his lane instead.
I think the TP.
He's thinking, and opts to TP. Plate taken by HY. That'll help him
Yeah.
buy his next item.
Yon is in Vice jungle, clearing out wards and warding himself. And Wukong with the engage into the Evelyn Eb gank.
Nice ultimate to get the kill onto Wukong.
That's gonna really help
While
Evelyn's scale.
Yushin is getting poked by Glassify. It's
Yeah.
the level 6 Jin versus 2 level 5s.
Out comes the Alistar flash into the Q. And Severe lives
so
1
close.
HP. That was a really close
How
fight.
lucky it is for Oompa Loompa to
Yep.
make that out alive.
The bot lane was kind of throwing around aggro.
Rocket shows up top lane and just
Oh.
pushes.
Hentai Evelyn goes in for the dive solo.
What an int.
That is a huge throw.
Yeah. Phantom is hovering around topside. She's looking for perhaps a Rift Herald. Top
Some
top
sort of
wave is
play.
pushing in from Liquid.
Malphite R comes out into the two man Malphite R.
Flash from Rocket and the flash from Phantom.
As well as Malphite, and Malphite Q's Vi for the kill.
This should be a secured Rift Herald for Team Liquid.
Yeah. I
Looks
think
like
they should
Phantom's
just,
looking for more. No, and they decide to move towards Rift Herald, as expected.
Malphite goes to clear the control
With
ward
Hentai
topside.
Evelyn moving up towards.
Oh, and the pick on Annie.
Misses the Yone R.
And the pick on Jin as well.
Glassify decides to run it down as well. Clutch Maokai R into kill there from CLG. And it seems like instead of Team Liquid taking the Rift Herald, CLG is deciding to take the Dragon. First Dragon of the game at 11 minutes.
I think, to be honest, that they should rather, that CLG should, or TL should rather fight for Dragon here, or go for Rift Herald.
Oh. Rocket gets charmed. Just like that. Instantly deleted.
And TL gets out with a kill for them, and no one died. Looks like bots, or CLG is gonna have their bot lane rotate back to bot lane.
Collect farm. And make sure the Jin cannot play the game.
They could also look to, like,
CLG is planning to attack him from behind.
look for a pick off or pick.
Sivir 201 here versus the 020.
Jin misses the W for the root.
Forces out the flash. And Hentai Evelyn comes to save the day.
Yeah, that was really good Osto W or QW. And
Alistar
Jin
passive
lifts.
manages to
Oh
save Jin.
no.
Oh, ignite ticking. Oh, Smile Yushin. At the same time, Epic move goes for a tower dive onto HY.
Yep, he went for an all-in using his R and everything, and uh, High barely lived 1 HP.
In the bot scuffle for the crab, CLG manages to get a pick onto Hentai Evelyn as well.
That bug for TL is gonna be amazing. It's gonna give them such good vision. I'm amazed there's been no dragon yet.
Yeah, it's been 12 minutes, and CLG, whose comp relies on an early soul to break open the game and finish, has no objectives. No objectives have been taken yet for this game. And remember, Rift
Hmm.
Herald, the plates fall in just a minute.
Oh, and CLG is looking for a pick on Hentai Evelyn.
Hentai Evelyn's greeting for the control ward.
Evelyn is
Flashes, but does not make it out alive. Phantom
Evelyn
Fire
or
is far too low HP to contest. With a
here comes
TP
the
from
TP
high,
from Wukong.
there
Yep.
should be no contest for this first dragon going to CLG at 13 minutes.
Yeah. Malphite's gonna get back to top lane before Wukong, or Wukong's gonna the TP might like make Malphite have a XP lead on Wukong, which is scary for Wukong.
Malphite is already 2 levels ahead of Wukong. And just got matched up with that level up in mid lane. While at the same time, Jin here is level 9 versus Sivir's level 8, while
Mhm.
Alistar is level 6 versus Maokai's level 7. Because of all the time Alistar spent out of lane, giving all the XP to Jin. All that solo XP.
Uh,
Yep. Big fight in the bot lane. Maokai R comes out. Double root. Heal from Oompa Loompa. The
out
boomerang
comes the
kills.
Alistar Ignite. Alistar into E.
It's a 1-for-1, but the gold goes onto Oompa Loompa.
And Maokai's going for the kill on Hentai Evelyn. It's looking
Oh,
like he
the
isn't
phase
going
rush
to get it.
Alistar
Yeah.
gets a moving speed to run away with the headbutt.
Mhm. I think both supports
Phantom's
got the
lurking
kill
around
there.
mid, spotted by the control ward, so Bean should start walking away.
Hmm.
Hentai Evelyn looking for a back here.
Yep, she hit her power spike. So, she's probably going to be looking to gank a lot more. Have a lot more pressure on the map.
Phantom, yeah, has her Night Harvester. We're gonna be really strong here.
Hmm. Vi going for the gank on Malphite. Out comes the Wukong R into the Vi R. Wukong second cast
Oh,
R to, and Malphite follows up the
oh,
R to get away. Wukong flash E's to get Malphite, and ends up
oh.
diving and
TL is
dying
looking
for
for
it.
Annie here. Flashes away,
Beam
gets
goes
ignited by
down.
Yoni, and goes down just like that.
Yeah. I think both catch outs were amazing, but I think the Annie catch out's gonna be amazing, way better because they're gonna be able to, get Rift Herald because Wukong
Team
also
Liquid
died
has
from
more
diving.
people top lane here. They have the man
Yeah.
advantage.
Alistar's roams are actually really helping out the team here. Jin's just solo farming, getting a crap ton of XP. Meanwhile, uh, he's getting all or helping with all the objectives and team fights going on everywhere else.
That's right.
I think Jin's
And the
leveling
first Rift
is gonna
Herald
make up.
goes down. 16 minutes over to TL.
Hmm. Currently TL is up 1.4k gold. That's a sizable lead, and if they keep this up, they're just gonna stomp late game. Down goes the Rift Herald to take tower. first tower mid,
Lands a clean
and
anti-R into a VIQ and shuts down Gragas. A
yeah,
quick
that's
200
pretty big
gold.
shutdown. And down goes the top tower by Malphite. VIQ flashes into Alistar, and then ults to follow up. Let's see if Severe can
A
get there and
quick
follow up.
kill from Sivir with the Gale Force Q
Yep.
to take that shutdown onto Hentai Evelyn.
hmm Pretty big cash out. Uh, into the
Oh,
VIQ on Jin.
deals so much damage.
Yeah, I think she
Even
got
with
that
the
nether
root,
auto off. She was
it's away.
almost dead. Mayokai
should-
is 1v1ing the Evelyn. VIQ's over to the wall to try to follow up, but ends up not being close enough. And
Dragon is spawning
TL
in
ends up
50
running away.
seconds, and Phantom is rather low HP.
Jin uses ult and does literally nothing with it. That
Moop is here
ult.
early, much quicker than Hai, who does not
Malphite
have
or Alistar. That Alistar Q is amazing.
Alistar. Headbutt pulverize into Malphite ultimate. Gets a quick kill
Wukong
into
goes
Rocket.
in.
Now, so
Wukong
far,
gets
that's one
killed
for
before
none.
he dies.
Hai with a
Yon
quick
is
ult.
oh.
Oh,
That was, I
Gragas
think, bad
completely kills the
positioning.
backline while Hai's
Yeah.
diving in solo onto TL.
Yeah, I feel like CLG kind of just mispositioned in that scenario. I think for that fight, they could have easily won it if they were able to capitalize off Wukong R.
Yes.
But they were getting killed by Yon, so they couldn't do much.
Second dragon definitely goes to TL here.
Yep.
And at the same time, Baron spawning in a minute. TL has quite the damage, so they can look for that. Although it
Yeah.
is rather unsafe.
To be honest, I think Jin doesn't have the best Baron. Same with Alistar, but in terms of Yon and Evelyn, for sure they have a lot of DPS. So they could definitely look to Baron. And bot's back to farming, probably looking to get that tower since it's so low. And out comes the engage by Mayokai W. Severe just destroys Jin and Alistar just runs. That severe damage was crazy. Out comes the VIQ on Yon to perma CC him. And Yon got perma CC
Both
chain.
smoking over the wall to escape while leaving Gragas out to die.
Yep.
Smile is going to face check here. Hentai Evelyn headbutts and runs away with face rush.
And
It seems
he
like he's
goes
going
to
to
ward the
push. And Hai, with the help of Rocket, manages to take down Hentai Evelyn.
Mhm.
No objectives to fight over, but quick gold heading over to Hai to further help him take over the game with Oompa Loompa and Bean.
CLG is coming back in gold. They were down like 1k and now they're back to only being down 400. So it's definitely still winnable for CLG, but it's going to be very hard for them to come back. Evelyn steals Vi's blue buff, but Vi's there to... Oh, and now comes the fight. Evelyn has Annie there, or Vi has Annie, and Evelyn just R's to get away.
Manages to also secure the kill onto Rocket. Hai and Smile are here. Let's see if they decide to do anything. And deciding that it's not a good choice, or never
Oh.
mind. Hentai Evelyn with the pulverize, baiting Gragas to ult in. And
That was
die.
a really nice Yonar, but he missed Severe, so Severe just cut him down. So, to be honest, the R was a little bit in, and there's no follow-up, so. Jin's still farming bot
Quite an
lane.
unusual death for Gragas, who has been performing rather well throughout this game.
Yeah, for sure.
The bot duo CLG is deciding to take it back here.
Mhm.
Let's Let's see what they purchase.
Jin is still solo farming bot, which is just gonna give him a ton of XP, but I think all the catch outs on Jin is really not helping him because he just misses out on his waves.
Let's look at the gold difference here. Sivir has two items, Gale Force, Lord Dominic's, along with Boots and Sheen, while Jin only has Gale Force, a Serrated Dirk, and Tier 1 Boots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold over. Smile, you
Yeah.
should look for a play onto Gragas and just whiffs the R.
And Jin
Only
is
uses the cooldown.
and Jin uses Gale Force to get away. That's a very odd thing to do,
Very
especially when
odd
you have
indeed.
Malphite.
And Dragon is spawning
Uh,
in 1 minute. That Gale Force will not be on
Wukong is
cooldown.
looking for an R here, and he goes for Malphite. Malphite's gonna get cut down here.
Oh, a huge map R into Yone R. But, oh,
Oh my
my.
gosh, that Yon E just murdered everyone.
Oh no.
And CLG ends up bringing the fight back because Severe just pops off.
Triple kill going over to Oompa Loompa. Cleaning up the back
Yeah,
end of that fight.
I think for sure.
Only
Actually,
Phantom and Anti-Evelyn alive. There's no way that TL will be able to contest this third dragon.
mhm.
Just spawning in 20 seconds.
CLG is looking actually pretty good here. If they can peel Severe, she can easily just 1v9 every fight.
Yeah. She has tons of damage right now, shredding through everyone.
Especially with the mouth Q.
Smile manages to catch out Phantom and a shutdown to Maokai. Now there's no chance to steal this dragon. No Smite and no Evelyn.
Yep. Alistar's clearing wards down the river. Right above the dragon.
Baron is alive, and CLG has lots of damage with that 9, 3, and 4 Sivir.
Yeah. Why is
Looking
taking a
over at
red?
CLG's jungle, they have 3 control wards and a trinket in the mid lane. And
Mhm.
TL only has a single trinket in the dot brush over in the river bot side.
Yeah. I think TL is kind of lacking. Or, yeah. Well, CLG has their jungle warded extremely well. Meanwhile, TL has their jungle not really warded too well. And, like,
TL's
I,
vision is really spread out, and it's very unsafe to be in specific areas of
mhm,
the jungle.
especially their own. Or in their jungle, they can easily be caught out because of this lack of vision in their own jungle.
Yeah. It seems like CLG is pushing for the mid tier 1 tower.
Evelyn goes stealth on uses Oracle.
There are 5 members of both teams onto the top side of the map.
Oh, Maokai
Oh,
W's
goes
and get
into the
Maokai
engage
RQ.
onto Anti-Evelyn.
And
During
Maokai is pushed into their whole team.
huge ultimate from Annie, manages to kill Glassify, and Phantom gets a kill back onto Smile Yushin with Evelyn R.
That was a definitely fair trade. I think. Oh, and here comes the catch shot on Yon and Malphite.
Yeah,
They didn't get Malphite,
quick
but
R gets the kill onto Gragas. Gragas GRP here.
hmm I think at the rate they're going, it's actually gonna be the opposite for COG. They're gonna just not be too good early, but late game they're just gonna destroy. I feel like that's what's happening. They just won't let it
CLG
be the early
is doing
game.
different stylistically than their own comp, but is somehow making it work.
Yeah,
Glassify being mispositioned,
I think
and
it's
Oompa
mostly
Loompa
the.
really taking over the game here.
I feel like the Wukong has like some great R opportunities. He's using a lot of them well, but at the same time, he has had a few bad R like R's, and that lost them some team fights. especially that one for the second dragon.
Yeah.
It's Cloud Soul, so everyone's gonna be faster.
We can look here at CLG's vision. They have lots of ward in the top side of the jungle. They might be looking for a Baron soon.
Nothing much going on currently.
We see a lot of members of CLG focusing towards the bot side of the map, while TL has 3 members top side,
3 top.
clearing out vision, getting the Scuttle Crab to prepare for uh, potentially a Baron steal or a Baron a flip, which TL has to do here. They are behind 2,000 gold here.
CLG has everyone bot, probably looking on a pick for Jin or Evelyn. And Jin oversteps.
Oh,
Bad
quick
play by
stun
Jin.
into
And they
follow-up
catch
CC
out
from
Jin.
Guy.
Yeah. That
Quick
Jin
move to Bean.
overstepping.
Dragon spawning in 50 seconds, that is not the place you want to be. 40-second death timer, there
Yeah.
is no way for Team Liquid to contest this dragon. Third dragon is getting
Malphite's
here.
gonna get an amazing split push though. Severe backs to probably stop Malphite though. I don't think she can kill Malphite to be honest. Malphite's just way too tanky.
Decides to... And Team Liquid, instead of contesting the dragon, decides to start the Baron, while Epic Moop takes a tower. Still
Yeah,
20 seconds towards the start of the dragon.
That's an amazing trade.
If Team Liquid
Oh.
can get this Baron and push down mid, push down bot, they might be able to take back the lead. And remember,
Yeah.
this is only the third dragon for CLG. It's not quite Soul Point, so it is not as big of a threat. And see, we've already managed to close the gap, the gold gap.
I feel
There's
like
only a very minimal gold differential between the two teams here.
this is definitely the point of the game where we're gonna see someone on TL step up and just clearly be the better the
Oh,
MVP.
yes. Bean,
And
while being
Annie
caught out,
kills
manages
Jin.
to one-shot Glassify. And although she herself cannot survive, takes one Baron off of Team Liquid.
That's an amazing trade for CLG. Also, the bot lane is
Rocket
an
and
amazing
High
position.
are trying to camp this bush, but no one's showing up. Everyone has gone home.
Yep.
Currently, there are no objectives up, and CLG has a single tier 2 and a tier 1 bot lane left.
Yon is perma farming here, and
TL really needs to be able to capitalize on their Baron, because right now it seems like the Baron's not really doing anything. Sending Malphite top, and Jin back to the bot lane alone. Yoni looking for Maokai, but fails the quick attempt. The ward spotted out by Hentai Evelyn's and the control ward on Team Liquid's jungle, top river. CLG has 2 aggressive control wards spotted right in the middle of Team Liquid's jungle. 5 people here for Team Liquid, while only 4 people for CLG are here. This might be oh, huge ultimate from Gragas GRP. High responds himself with his own ultimate. Cyclone completely decimates Team Liquid. Oh, but he gets instantly one shot. Epic Moop ults into the back line, manages to kill Smile Yushin. Oh, but Glassify got annihilated. Unable to do much damage in this fight. It's looking like a CLG win.
yeah, for sure. TL was brought bring it back, and those recent catch outs were some kind of throw.
Although the gold differentials are very small, it seems like CLG is so much stronger than Team Liquid right here. Even though we have the two items on Evelyn with the 12 stacks on Medjai's, CLG is just outplaying Team Liquid in these team fights. So far, it seems like the team that engages first is the team that'll lose in the end. Right. Here, Oompa Loompa has managed to finish his Essence Reaver here, while Glassify finished his Collector and is working on a Rapid Fire Cannon. Oompa Loompas Lord Dominics are really doing a number onto Epic Moop and Hentai Evelyn. With all that armor penetration, there's not much that can keep CLG back. Hentai Evelyn with the Hex Flash, looking for Smile Yushin. Rocket diving in. Ults onto Gragas. Yone art. Oh, fails. And CLG completely destroys TL. Phantom tried to get something out of there with her ultimate, but unfortunately just gets knocked up by High's Cyclone and loses 10 stacks into her Magi's.
Mm-hmm.
Epic Mupa got a solo 1 versus 5 base defense. I am not sure how that will work out.
Mm-hmm. CLG has such a massive lead that is very hard to throw here. I think CLG has this in the bag as long as they play smart and keep catching out. Beat champs if they can.
Yep. 30 seconds on the dragon. CLG is looking to claim that soul. Should be an easy claim because most of Team Liquid are just respawning.
Mm-hmm. Out comes the Maokai R to stun Alistar and they catch Alistar out like they always. Yeah. And out comes the soul by CLG. This game is basically over for TL.
It it was a virtually 0 gold lead from either team just a few minutes ago, but now CLG is leading 4,000 gold strong. Claim
Yeah.
the Cloud Soul, and they should be looking to close out this game with the mid inhibitor open. And Baron spawning very soon. TL's focused too much on their base to even contest.
Mm-hmm. Another issue I think CLG might have is that if they can't end the game soon, then they might get put in a bad position because CLG or TL is just gonna farm that mid lane really hard and scale really nicely. And if they can't get like a all three inhibs or something to just always have pressure on their base, then CLG could possibly lose it.
Yeah. TL is looking to join the party, but it seems they're too late as Baron goes down to CLG.
Mm-hmm.
Oompa Loompa going in with the Gale Force almost completely kills Glassify. Manages to live at
That
very
was
low HP. Rocket
and Vi goes
goes
in
in.
on
Smile Yushin follows up. Quick kill into Gragas. Oh, Glassify manages to make it out. Clutch.
Yon is dead. Malphite is getting caught out here. Severe is just gonna destroy his health.
Uh, yeah, 2 dead for TL. It looks like CLG can just run mid and close out this game 3 versus 5.
Yeah,
Without a doubt.
Severe picked up CLG and just carried them on their back. Her
Definitely.
damage and just like that she did really well this game.
CLG just playing around. And it seems like their nexus of Team Liquid has been destroyed. GG,
Yep.
everyone. That was a banger of a game if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that.
Lots of back and forth. It was real even until that last few fights before the Cloud Soul.
Mhm. Yeah. Severe easily had the most damage in the game there.
Yep. So Who do you think is the player of the match this tonight here?
Severe easily. She had so much. She caught out with Maokai, and like in team fights, she just output a crap ton of damage and really carried them through a lot of the team fights that they could have lost.
Exactly. She put out tons of damage with her boomerang and her ricochet autos. Lots of engage with her ultimate. Really, what a wonder of a player Oompa
Yeah.
Loompa is, carrying with a final KDA of 14, 3, and 11.
hmm
All right.
Amazing performance by all players. I think Evelyn also did amazing there on the other team, but
Unfortunate that Hentai Evelyn was out of lane so much, and really well job from CLG punishing that and getting Glassify into a very unfortunate spot.
hmm so let's see if we can get the severe in here.
All right, so here we have Oompa Loompa, or can we have Oompa Loompa join us for the interview, please?
Uh, um,
All right, let's get into a quick intermission.
yep. Uh,
Are you here?
Yes, I am.
okay.
All right, welcome.
Hello.
So we decided that you were the MVP of the game for your like output and damage on the whole enemy team.
hmm
You had good positioning. You're you just generally played well and won your team the game.
Yeah. I think the past like 4 games I've been positioning pretty poorly. It's been pretty much like, I've been getting caught out and stuff, and I think I pretty much improved on that a little bit, and I think that's what got us the win. And I just like to get a shout out to my support. He's been playing really well. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Maokai had a lot of good ults.
Yeah,
Uh,
no cap. Like, man, that it's just supportive. Like, I'm not
mhm.
even capping.
So I have a few questions for you.
Yep.
So what do you think was the turning point for the game that led your team to victory?
Um, Pretty much. I think there was a fight at a Cloud Drake. I think it was I think it was I think our Maokai was sitting in a bush. And he just ulted it, and then yeah, I think we just won the fight from there. I'm not. I'm like not sure what happened, but I just auto attacked, and that's what got us the win, I guess. And then we backed and we got Baron, and then yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
I forgot.
Yeah, that was pretty massive part of the game.
Yeah.
So you told me more about like how you lost your recent games because like you like mispositioned. Were
Mhm.
you like practicing for that or?
Uh, like that was like my main focus, like, cause like when I started out like on ADC, I positioned pretty poorly, and that's what all my friends told me what I needed to work on, and just just sit in the back when I'm playing a champion like Silver, or because I'm like a Kai'Sa one trick, so I like going in, into the back line, ulting in, dealing massive amounts of damage, and um I'm not used to sitting in the back. Like I think my best champion for sitting in the back is MF, and I keep getting caught out like that. So I just need to yeah, I just focus on that, and I guess I improved. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Uh, I think you did improve too because that positioning was definitely really good.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank
Uh,
you, Oompa Loompa, for that interview. Wonderful
Yeah, thank you
job
guys so
tonight.
much.
Have a good night.
You too.
It's A-Trend Family Shitters versus Virgins United.